This is my friend Mike. For the next 72 hours, he's gonna be trying to see how much money he could make doing the phone flipping side hustle. Mike's just about to come by the office, but I did want to go ahead and give you guys a bit of a backstory on Mike before I just transfer the channel over him to start filming. Mike does know how to phone flip. He actually spent a full year flipping phones full time. So he knows how the business works and he knows how to flip phones for profit. But what's interesting about Mike is that more recently, he's been focusing a lot on passion projects. He's into film, so he's been making some short films and stuff like that. And he's kind of been phone flipping as more of a side hustle. He's just been kind of fitting it into his schedule however it fits and whenever he can make time to go pick up phones. And it's been pretty cool to see that he's pretty much been making a full-time income just working weekends and whenever he has time to work. Because I would imagine a lot of you guys are probably in a pretty similar position. So I figured why not have him on the channel, have him spend a full weekend out buying phones and try and see just how much money you could make in a weekend doing phone flipping as a side hustle rather than a full business. Do you have any goals on how much money you want to try to make or how much you think you could make in a weekend?
I think I could do $1,000 in a weekend profit.
I think that's very realistic. I'm gonna be a little ambitious and say I think if you put your mind to it, that you could make $1,500 this weekend.
Okay.
Good luck. For anyone who might not know how phone flipping works, he's gonna be going on Facebook Marketplace and finding good deals for used phones. He's gonna know they're good deals by going on eBay and checking recent sold listings to see what similar phones have sold for recently. A good deal being any phone that is cheaper than what they've recently sold for on eBay. He's then gonna be going out, buying those phones, taking some brand new pictures of them, listing them on eBay, and then reselling them for a profit.
All right, what's up? So it's day one of the challenge. It's Friday morning right now. I just got some gas, filled up the tank. I'm feeling pretty optimistic, honestly. I set up a phone last night to go pick up now an iPhone 11 64 gigabyte for $175, which is a solid deal. It's nothing crazy. We should be able to sell that for like $280, $300 on eBay. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm at the bank now. I'm just gonna grab some cash and then we are on our way to grab our first phone of the video. Let's flip some phones. All right, so we just picked up our first phone, black iPhone 11 for $175. Everything checks out, really great condition. And funny enough, her friend came down with her and she said she had a XR that battery was not working or something like that. So I checked out the phone and like I rattled, like something's rattling or loose inside. I don't know if the battery's loose or, and then I plugged it into my car quickly to see if it would turn on and it did. The screen was a little touch sensitive and she was just looking for a place to recycle it. She was asking me what I thought she should do. Yeah, I pretty much told her like I can't offer you anything for it because I don't really know what's wrong with it. So it wouldn't be worth $50 even, I don't think, just depending on, you know, if it needs a new battery, if it needs a new screen, if something's wrong with the motherboard, I'm not sure. But she was willing just to give it to me for free. So this is a red XR that, I mean, worst case, I'll just sell for parts on eBay and maybe make like, I don't know, 20, $50, but maybe it's a cheap fix. We get some like good profit out of it. But yeah, $175. Let's go! All right, so we just found a iPhone 13 about 20 minutes from where I'm at, so we're on our way to go grab that now. I think they had it listed for $475 and they agreed to do it for $400. It's a pretty good deal. Sell it for like $550. But hey, we're making money moves, some good momentum. We got the 13 128 gigabyte, 89% battery health, pretty solid condition. Yeah, can't complain.
All I got here was a time lapse of Mike looking for phones. So I'm gonna assume that he meant to tell you guys he was searching for phones and found this iPhone 11 128 gigabyte that he's able to purchase for $200.
So this is the 11 128 gigabyte we got. Pretty good condition, a couple of like minor scratches, 81% battery. Got it for $200. Should be able to sell it for $300 to $330. Let's roll.
It gets dark now at like 5 p.m. so he wasn't able to film this final phone, but he did also pick up this iPhone 12 Pro Max for $450. All right, so he just finished up his first day buying phones. What do you say we go ahead and get these inputted into the inventory tracking spreadsheet and see how much money you made?
Let's do it.
So he got everything inputted into the inventory tracking sheet, which you can get completely free at the link in the description. And he ended off day one with a total of $505 in projected profit. So I actually held on to the free XR that Mike got earlier and we didn't include it in the spreadsheet just yet. I'm 90% sure this is just a basic screen or battery replacement, so I'm gonna try getting this fixed while he goes out to buy phones tomorrow, and hopefully we could go ahead and add this to the profit tomorrow. Just wanted to let you guys know that my phone flipping course is still on sale at its Black Friday pricing, and it's gonna stay at that price point until January 14th when I'm closing enrollment for quite a while. So if you want to get a hold of it, now really is gonna be your final chance for, honestly, a pretty long time. Link is in the description below. Mike started out day 2 by getting all of his phones listed on eBay, and then he was on his way to go pick up some more phones.
It is day 2 and we are on our way to go pick up our first phone this morning. I locked in 2 phones last night after I saw Christian. They're both on really opposite sides of where I live, at least. So the first one I'm going to right now is a 13 for $400. And honestly, I haven't heard from him this morning. I'm just hoping that's because he's sleeping. But he said I have to be there at like a certain time. So it's a little bit of a risk in that I could waste some time driving if he decides to pull out last minute. And then after that, we have a 12 Pro Max for 400 as well. Yesterday went well. I'm hoping we can keep some momentum going today. Let's get this money, baby. Woo! I was right, he was sleeping. He was good for me to come by for it. So this is it, 13, 128 gigabyte. It's got like 98% battery health, paid $400 for it. So, and it's like mint condition. He barely used it. So I'm really happy about this. Sometimes you roll the dice and it pays off. I mean, I didn't really roll the die, but I was like, there's a chance that he just doesn't answer me. But like halfway through my drive, he's like, sorry, I just woke up. So now we got this. This is like 150 to $200 profit at least. All right, we just picked up the second phone of the day. It's a 12 Pro Max, 128 gigabytes. We paid $400 for it and we should be able to sell it for $650 on eBay. So that's pretty dope. Good conditions, got a screen protector on it. Lesson of the day is flip the phones. Don't let the phones flip you.
Again, it gets dark at like 5 p.m. now, but he did also end up picking up an iPhone 12 Pro with a cracked back glass for $250. Day 3 started out great with Mike already selling 2 of the phones that he picked up this weekend.
So it's day 3, final day of the video, and we're on our way to go pick up our first phone of the day. It's iPhone 11. The battery's really low and the back's cracked, so we're getting it for $60. And we have another phone lined up for this afternoon that I set up last night, and I'm waiting to hear back from a few other people from last night as well. And then hopefully we just find some other phones while we're out. We're rolling, baby. So this is the 11 we just picked up. Screen's shattered under the glass protector. Battery's like 68%, but everything else checks out, worked, no iCloud on it, and we got it for $60. So this should be like 100, 150 bucks profit, I think, selling it just as is. And I think we're meeting up with Christian today.
All right, so what are we on our way to pick up?
We are going to get a 12 Pro Max 256 gigabyte with a cracked back for $400.
If you're new here, a lot of people do seem to be worried about the idea of getting scammed or getting screwed over on Marketplace, because it does happen, it is part of it. With phones specifically, if you test the phones before you buy them, which he is doing, and you actually check the serial number and the IMEI number to make sure they're not reported blacklisted, it's pretty hard to get scammed if you take the time to test them and you use common sense when picking them up. He's bought in, how many phones have you bought in?
Hundreds.
He's bought in hundreds of phones at this point, and I don't think he's ever been scammed once. I've bought in thousands, never been scammed. If you do your due diligence and you're not going to meet up with people for stuff that just seems too good to be true, and once you do it for a while, it's pretty easy to protect yourself against that and know how to buy a phone without having to worry about getting scammed.
We're looking for a black Mazda by a red truck.
All right, good look out there.
I'm nervous. I'm not nervous.
Sounds like you're nervous.
Stop, it's my first time. We got the phone, baby!
One more time from the top. Well, that's weird.
This is the phone we got.
Dude, I can't even post this video. All right, so Mike just found another phone. We're going to pick up a 12 Pro Max for $400, which should sell for what, $550, maybe $6?
$550, maybe $6.
We also picked up 2 additional iPhone 13s for $425 each. All right, so we just finished up picking up all the phones for the weekend, and we went ahead and put everything into the inventory tracking spreadsheet. And in total, your projected profit for this weekend is $1,625.
Nice.
This is projected profit, so we obviously still need to wait for you to sell the phone to know exactly how you did. But we did price these pretty conservatively, so if I had to guess, it'll be very close to this $1,625 number. Which, by the way, this is not including the XR that he got for free, which may or may not be a huge addition to the profit, dependent on if I could get it fixed when the parts come in tomorrow morning. So I definitely say this weekend was a win. You still do have to sell the phones to see how it went. We'll check back once he's sold and shipped out all the phones. Quick update on the iPhone XR that he got for free. I did just go ahead and replace the battery, and as you can see, phone is working, no glitching, no restarting. So for about $18, we were able to get this iPhone XR working, and this should be another $200 in profit. Over the course of the next week, Mike slowly but surely sold and shipped out all of the phones, leaving him with $1,345.48 in profit.